Your obsession with getting enough protein at every single meal is leaving you feeling full, but not satisfied, and that is why you're still overeating. When you are focusing too much on your protein intake, how much protein you need at every single meal, or how much protein you need throughout the day, what ends up happening is you force yourself to eat more protein, whether it's forcing yourself to eat it at almost every single meal, or, if you really wanted, maybe some oatmeal, you're like, oh, maybe I should have the Greek yogurt because I need to have more protein. And I get it. Like, protein is important. Protein keeps you full longer. Like, protein is very important to have, but you are eating protein. The only thing is, because you're obsessing about it, you're leaving your meal feeling full and not satisfied, which is why you reach for more food, right? Like, if you literally just had a gigantic salad with chicken, you are going to feel full. Like, with a mixture of the protein, it's filling plus the salad, the fiber, you are going to feel full. Protein is filling, but it's not 100% satisfying. So you go into the pantry to grab something else, and then you end up eating and eating and eating, and you feel way too full. This used to happen to me when I used to obsess over protein, and I'm over that. And again, I still care about getting in protein because I want to feel good, and it is important to get protein in, but you will not find me stressing about how much protein I should be eating every single day because I got more important things to think about, and so do you. And you still have this number in mind, right? Or get in 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But forget about that. You're trying to free up space in your brain, not be calculating how many grams of protein you need to be eating per day. And you've come so far with, freeing up the space in your mind by not obsessing over every single calorie you're consuming. But now you need to release the obsession with protein. Because when you're obsessive about it, what ends up happening as well is you put it on this pedestal. And it's so black or white thinking, being like, if I get in so much amount of protein, I am going to build muscle and I'm going to reach my fitness goals. But if I don't get in this amount of protein, I won't reach my fitness goals and I won't build muscle. And that's not true. It's not true. And the reality is, I was talking to my higher level academy clients this past week, and I said, you prioritize protein, you eat protein, you enjoy it, you are getting enough, right? It's not like, it's not like you're oblivious. Obviously, if you don't eat any protein, well then, yeah, you definitely need more protein. But if you are prioritizing it and you're like, okay, you know what, I'm going to, have some protein with my breakfast, and maybe lunch you don't feel like it, maybe for dinner you have some, you are getting in enough protein, but you have this obsession with this certain number, and that's the problem. You can feel full without obsessing over the numbers. You can build muscle without obsessing over the numbers. I have built lean muscle in my body, and I do not obsess over my protein. Do I prioritize it? Yes, of course, because I also enjoy it. It's like a salad without protein is just bleh. I actually look forward to protein, but I don't obsess over it, and you shouldn't either. So you need to start trusting that you are getting enough protein. You need to stop obsessing over how much. Because when you do this, you are going to enjoy the meals and the snacks that actually are satisfying for you, and that is going to make it easier for you to stop eating when you're full and prevent overeating. So again, protein is very important, but you don't have to be obsessed. It's time to trust your body And know that who you are as a human, you care about your health. You enjoy protein and you do prioritize it. So you don't have to be obsessed about how much. You don't have to be obsessive. And this is a conversation I'm going to be really bringing forward inside of my upcoming program, Turn Up the Dial on Your Health and Nutrition Without Messing Up Your Relationship with Food. I want to show you how you can get healthier, how you can truly become so healthy, make better nutrition choices without the obsession, without obsessing over how much protein you're consuming, without obsessing over how much vegetables you ate in a day, without having to track your water or track anything, without feeling deprived, without taking foods out of your diet. You get to prioritize your health. You get to really care about how much protein you're eating without obsessing over it. You get to prioritize whole foods without labeling yourself as, I only eat whole foods. You get to be mindful of sugar and foods that don't make you feel well without having to take it out of your diet. Right now, you're boxing yourself in. You're obsessing and you are boxing yourself in. You're getting into the all or nothing mentality with health. You've gotten out of the all or nothing mentality for a large part about certain foods, but now you're still getting into this all or nothing mentality with protein and with other healthier options. And you don't have to take foods out of your diet. You don't need to have protein at every single meal, vegetables at every single meal. You can prioritize it in a way where it's important for you and you want to add in more protein. You want to make sure you're getting in enough vegetables, but you can do this in a way where you're not obsessed about it, right? Like you want to free up the mental headspace in your brain. You don't want to be thinking about food. People always ask me, Lorna, like, do you not think about food? I'm like, no, because I don't obsess. I trust my body. I've gotten to learn my body. I know how to make healthier food choices without feeling deprived. I know how to get enough protein without having to track it. And this is what I want to bring forward to you inside of this program. So this is going to be an incredible program. If you are ready to turn things up with your health and your nutrition, you've been working on your relationship with food, and you want to make healthier food choices without feeling restricted, without feeling deprived, without the obsession, then you would be a really, really good fit for this program. This program is included inside of Conquer. Conquer, you get access to every single program that I provide, plus some coaching with me. But if you just want to do this program separately, you absolutely can. I will leave the link down below in the show notes. It is time to turn up the dial. It is time to prioritize your health in a way that feels really good for you. You know, it's this self-love way. No more deprivation, no more old ways of doing things, no more taking foods out of your diet and depriving yourself. This is the self-love way where you're going to feel so freaking good. You're literally going to get so excited to make better nutrition choices because you're going to feel so good that it's literally not going to feel like deprivation at all because you're looking forward to it. You're excited about it. And this is how you actually sustain a very good relationship with food while also stepping into your healthiest self. So I am so excited. And I hope this episode gave you so much value. If you're loving these podcast episodes, by the way, send me a message on my Instagram. I'd love to know who is listening to the podcast. Let me know, hey, I listened to this podcast episode, or I've been listening to the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. Send me a message. I love hearing from you. But have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys inside of the next episode.